And welcome back to Hangout number 2, guys. So if you attended last week's Hangout number 1, or at least you had a chance to see the recording, that was kind of the broad overview of what to expect from your Coach Basics training, along with the goals that were set for you, namely Success Club 5 in August, and if you can, hitting the rank of Emerald. And tonight, we really get into the nuts and bolts of what the business is all about. I think of all 4 of the Hangouts, this is the most important one when it comes to giving you an understanding of how to go about starting your challenge groups with the invitation process to acquire customers without feeling salesy, without feeling like you're trying to sell products to people. And there's a big difference between the two. And I'm really excited to have on this evening with us. We have Bonnie York. So Bonnie, give a wave. And then we have Shannon Price, who's also up there. And they're both diamond coaches on our team who have really gone on to create their own teams now. They're leading their teams. They're producing these wonderful videos. If you guys have been watching the videos that they put up on the team page, and they're really just sharing their experience and how they've worked their business to consistently hit Success Club month in and month out. And by doing that, they have ever-growing income for their coach business. And they're going to talk individually about how they've approached their business and consistently hit Success Club every month. So before I jump into that, just some of the odds and ends things before we jump to the invitation process. So the first thing I just wanted to make sure was clear for everybody. I put up a post during the week referring to the Coach Basics Blitz. And if you didn't get a chance to see or read what that was about, Beachbody has this initiative for the month of August that they just announced. They're trying to get more coaches than ever tied into a Coach Basics training. And their kickoff for the start date for this Coach Basics training that they want to do is on August 11th. So basically what they're saying is coaches should jump into any Coach Basics groups they want, any Coach Basics group they want, and start on August 11th. Well, I contacted Beachbody when they came out with that announcement to tell them that, look, we just launched a massive training with 96 coaches on our team, but we've already started. And our training is going to carry through the majority of August. So how do we, our group's going to be a work in progress when the campaign officially launches on August 11th. And they said, don't worry about it. They'll still accept that. And they just told me to go ahead and register this Coach Basics group. And anybody who signed up as a new coach, June 1st or later. So if you signed up as a new coach, June 1st or later, and you're part of this group, well, then I will sign you into this official Coach Basics group. And if you hit Success Club 5 in the month of August, you're going to win a specially designed coach T-shirt from Beachbody, which is really cool. So yeah, that's a very cool wear and share item to have from Beachbody. So hit Success Club 5 in the month of August if you're a coach that signed up June 1st or later, and you win your T-shirt. So all I need from you, if you didn't already post it, is your name, your email, and your coach ID. If you haven't already provided that to me, send it to me either on the Facebook page or in a private message, and I'll make sure you're registered into our group. Okay, so that's the Coach Basics Blitz. Quick thing I want to hit upon, Shakeology is not slated for discussion tonight. We're really going to hit Shakeology heavily next week in our Hangout. But I did want to just throw out a couple of points regarding the value of Shakeology, because I know there's been several coaches that have sent me messages saying, hey, I have people interested, and then when I talk about the cost of Shakeology, there's a lot of pushback to buying the challenge pack. And just quick point that I use when I have people asking me about the challenge group and I start talking to them about the exercise program and Shakeology, I tell them, look, this is your nutrition tool you're going to use, and it's only $4.33 a day for like mandatory nutrition that's going to help fuel your body in addition to the workouts and get you the results that you want. So it's a daily dose of dense nutrition at a cost of only $4.33 a day. And you know what? If you're trying to lose weight, you're going to replace one of the meals that you normally eat each day with this shake. So in a lot of instances, you're actually going to save money because you won't be spending the money on the food you usually buy. Instead, you're going to replace it with a shake for $4.33. So speak about Shakeology in that light versus it's $129.95 a month. Because if you hit them with that $129.95 a month for Shakeology right off the bat, you are going to get pushback. It's just a reflexive reaction you're going to get from people for a shake. So you come at it from the perspective of it's $4.33 a day. You're going to drink it daily through the course of our fitness support group, and it's going to help you get your results. So I just throw that out there very quickly for the new coaches that might be getting some pushback. We'll dive deeper into Shakeology and how to justify its value next week. I want to spend the bulk of tonight, again, on the invitation process. So just throwing that out there to you regarding Shakeology. What else did I have? If you're a brand new coach and you are signing up a new coach, you have the opportunity to share the business with someone else you know. They express interest. They say, yeah, I want to become a coach. Don't just randomly sign them up without understanding how to place them properly. So if you don't know how to set your placement, really important that you reach out to the coach that sponsored you to say, hey, how do I set my placement and where should I position the coaches that I'm signing up? Okay, make sure you do that versus just signing up new coaches and they're landing randomly in your downline, because you might, it's not going to harm you, but you might regret how they end up placed in the long run. So defer to your upline for guidance and education on how to properly place your coaches before actually doing that. Okay. Let's see. All right, the last point I want to make before we go to our invitation guide. Next week in Hangout number 3, we're going to have 2 other speakers. Eileen Tessalone, who you may have seen her post recently. She's just blowing through Success Club this month. Right now she's at Success Club 24. And it's since she came back from the Beachbody Summit that she's just exploded her business. And it's because of how she's approached her invitation process to the challenge group event that she set up on her Facebook page. So Eileen is going to talk next week to give you guys even more insight from coaches that are really doing well on the invitation process for their challenge group. So Eileen will be speaking next week, as well as Claudia Elfreich. So Claudia is a Star Diamond coach with her Team Infinity, which is part of our organization. And Claudia has an ongoing fit club that she's been running. Some of you may have seen the pictures on our page with like 40 plus people in her backyard doing the Beachbody workouts. And so she's going to talk about how she built up that fit club to become so big and successful in her community. So Claudia will be on the call next week to talk about how to really create a stellar fit club in your community, if that's something you want to consider doing. All right, so with that, guys, it's time to turn focus to your first challenge group. And if you've done the homework and the assignments thus far, you're at a point in your business where you've identified the start date for your first challenge group. And as I had mentioned in our education, the suggestion that I would have is that you pick a start date that is like right after Labor Day weekend. You know, let people get through the summer, their summer vacations, their barbecues. We're in the thick of it now. And this is a bit of a lull time of year when health and fitness is not a priority on everybody's minds. It's vacations and time to spend with the family and family barbecues. And so it's just the nature of the fitness industry. But come Labor Day weekend, it's kind of like, okay, kids go back to school, back to our normal routines. I got to get healthy and fit again. I put on a few pounds during the summer. So here you have an opportunity to start a fitness challenge or a support group just after Labor Day weekend. So my suggestion would be that you pick that start date sometime around then. Now, if you've already picked something late, mid to late August, that's okay. It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying if you give yourself that after post Labor Day time, you have a better opportunity to acquire some more customers through the entire month of August, who will begin right after Labor Day weekend. And you can use any one of the Beachbody programs. You can use a couple of the programs. You can do a multi-program challenge group. It's up to you which programs you want to focus on for your first challenge group. But now that you have done that, hopefully you've done that, you've got your start date, you've got the programs you want to focus on, it's time to start inviting people. It's time to make your grand announcement that you are a Beachbody coach and you are running or you are starting a fitness support group or a fitness challenge group or an accountability group, whatever you want to call it. And I know Shannon and Bonnie will speak to some of the terminology that they use. But the way you want to begin this process is one of two different ways. Now, all of you have a personal Facebook page. Otherwise we wouldn't be communicating the way we are. So Facebook is our primary vehicle for communication. So you have your personal Facebook page. What you want to strongly consider doing is starting a second Facebook page, which is going to be your Beachbody coach page. But you don't have to call yourself a Beachbody coach. It's basically going to be your fitness page or your health and fitness support page. Whatever it is you choose to call it, it's up to you. The point is, you're going to create a page and you're going to invite people to like your page. And the page is nothing more than a general health and fitness discussion group or a general health and fitness support page where you're posting regularly healthy tips on exercise, nutrition, motivation tips, healthy living tips, whatever it may be having to do with health and wellness, to keep people motivated, to keep people informed. And it's free. And so when you create this page, you set it up, okay, and Facebook is very good at giving you tutorials on how to create a like page. It's called a like page because you create this page for yourself and you call it whatever you want. And once you've done that, the first thing you want to do is invite people to like your page. And the first people that you're going to invite to like your page are going to be the people with whom you're currently friends on your personal page. Okay, and you can filter through if you want and identify, well, no, I don't want them to like my page, or maybe they might not like that I'm doing it. Whatever it may be, you can either blast out and invite everybody you're currently friends with on Facebook, or you can handpick the ones you want to invite to like your page. And you're not selling anything. You're not pitching products. You're not talking about Beachbody. You're just setting up this general health and fitness discussion group where you'll put up daily posts. Now, if you're sitting there going, well, what do I put up? What is my page going to look like? Our team, we have a document that actually Bonnie was the one that created this document. Bonnie and Ellen created this document where they went and they took all the different like pages that dozens of the coaches on our team have created. And you can look at this document and just click on their pages to see what they've created and the things that they're posting on a daily basis. And I know personally myself, like I have my like page, it's called Murphy Fitness. And when I get into and sometimes I'm bad, like I fall out of my habit of posting things, but then I'm like, okay, I got to get back to posting regular posts. I will go and look at other like pages and copy things that I see that I find inspiring and intriguing, and I'll share it on my own page because my circle of friends are different than some of those other people. So it looks like it's coming from you, and it's all well and good. That's why, this is a big team effort. We're all sharing ideas and information that we can share amongst our circle of influence. But create your separate page if you want. Otherwise, you're using your personal Facebook page to actually do your inviting and do your posting about Beachbody and the fitness support groups, which you can do, but some of your personal contacts might be like, really? You're posting all this stuff on fitness and nutrition, and make it more professional by setting up the second page. Now, once you've done that, it's then time to make your announcement that you're starting a fitness support group. And the language that you want to use to do that is kind of generic language. It's not, I'm starting a fitness support group for P90X or T25. Not that it's a bad thing to do that, but you're probably going to get less of a response than if you say something like, I'm starting a post-summer fitness support group for anybody that wants to lose 10 or more pounds starting on September 10th. Who's interested? Now you've got something that's more general and more generic that people are more likely to say, hey, I saw that thing about your support group. I'm interested. And all you want to do in that initial invitation or that initial, putting it out there that you're starting this support group is just engage interest. You're not looking for people to say, I'll buy it. It's just getting people to say, I'm interested, I'm in, I'd like more information. That's all you're trying to do is engage initial interest. And so keeping that in mind, guys, this is the document, the 5-step invitation process that I put up on our page today. And this is a breakdown of the 5 steps. And what I want to do is I'm going to spend, just make sure I'm staying on time here because I promised Bonnie and Shannon that I would do that. I'm going to spend, say, 10, 15 minutes tops talking through these 5 steps and how important they are. And then following that, I'm going to turn it to Bonnie and Shannon to actually illustrate this process and show you, or I can do it if they don't have it up, I'll show you their 21-day fix group that has a lot of people in it. Okay, so you'll see a challenge group in action. So you put out your initial invite, you're starting a support group, an accountability group, a fitness challenge, whatever you want to call it. Okay, there's 2 ways you're going to invite. You're going to do that blast out on your page to your general audience, call it, or you're going to do individual invitations through private messaging or email. Hey Joe, I'm starting a fitness support group after Labor Day weekend. It's designed for anybody that wants to lose 10 or more pounds. Thought you might be interested. Let me know. You want to be doing at least 2 individual invitations a day to people that you know are looking for solutions for their weight, for their health, whatever it may be, just to get fitter. So if you can do 2 invitations a day individually, in addition to that initial generic blast on your page, you are in the invitation process mode. So as people come back and say, yes, I'm interested, or hey, I saw your message, I'd like more information, you are now at step 2 of the invitation process. And step 2 of the invitation process is the most important. This is where you're going to spend the most amount of time with people so that they truly feel that you are looking out for their best interests, that you are not just trying to sell them a product, but you are really trying to learn about what we call their deepest why for wanting to be part of your fitness group. What is it that is motivating somebody to respond to that initial invitation you send out to say, hey, I saw your post, I'm interested, or I'd like more information? Your job is to find out why that's the case. What you don't want to do is have somebody respond and say, I'm interested, and you start going, great, we're all going to be doing this fitness program, T25 or the 21-day fix, and we drink Shakeology every day, and people are getting great results from it, and you just start spewing about the benefits of this product when you know nothing about the person with whom you're speaking on a really deep level. And so this questioning process in step 2 is where people are going to start to trust you. And establishing trust in relationships is what this business is all about, getting to know somebody. So when somebody says, hey, yeah, Don, I'm interested, my response to something like that is going to be fantastic. What is it that's motivating you to want to be part of my group? Or what is it specifically that's motivating you to want to do this? And then they're going to respond. And the best way to engage in this dialogue, guys, I know a lot of coaches choose to do it through Facebook messaging or email, and it's not a bad thing, But the most effective way to get into this type of dialogue is on the phone or in person, if it's with somebody locally. Because when you're talking to somebody live, they can hear your tone, they can hear your good intentions versus language you're typing in an email or a message. So it's all about speaking from the heart. So, for example, my friend with P90X3 responded, Jim Morrell, guy I hadn't seen in over 15 years. I went to high school with him. He said, Don, I saw your message on your support group. I'm interested. I need to get in shape. Fantastic. Jim, let's set up a time to get together. So he and I met at a cafe, sat down, small talk, became, so tell me what you've been doing. He went on to tell me how he fell out of shape. He had kids. He hasn't had time to exercise. He's drinking a lot of soda. And I just kept going with the questions of, okay, when's the last time you exercised? When's the last time you were a healthy weight? Okay. Why is it now that you want to get in shape? Like, why did it take you this long to make this decision? And the more I kept asking him these deep questions, because I sincerely wanted to know, the more he was concluding in his mind, man, he really cares. And that's what it's all about, guys. You are not interested in making a sale. You're interested in helping people. There's a big difference between the two. People will buy from you when they know that you're interested in helping them. So don't get all excited about the products until you really understand what people are trying to accomplish and why they're trying to accomplish it now. In Jim's case, it's because his kids are now in elementary school and he's getting winded when he's running outside with them. And he just got to the point where he was like, this is crazy. I'm going to have a heart attack and die by the time my kids are in high school. So he's like, I need to get in shape. You know, I used to be an athlete and I want it back. And so once I got to that deepest underlying why, that was his emotional reason for wanting to get in shape again, then it was my opportunity to leave step 2. So now I'm out of step 2. I know his deepest why. He wants to get in shape to be around for his kids. He's worried about his health. So I move out of step 2, which is what you would call the interview phase, and you move into step 3. And step 3 is where you basically say, listen, I've heard enough, and I know I have the right solution for you with this support group. Okay, it's what we call a challenge group. And as a Beachbody coach, my job is to help people like you through this challenge group concept. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a video clip. And I want you to view the clip, and I'm going to get back to you within the next 2 days. Fair enough? So you've got 2 days to watch this video. So you're setting up a time frame that he agrees, yeah, I'll watch the video clip within the next 2 days because he knows I'm going to follow up with him. And the video clip you're going to send is called Ever Feel Like This. Ever Feel Like This is a video in your back office that explains the concept of a challenge group in a fun way, but it gets the message across as to what this is going to entail. And so once he's viewed the video, he understands, okay, he's going to be getting a fitness program. He's going to be choosing a flavor of this product called this nutrition program called Shakeology. But there's no costs or prices being talked about in the Ever Feel Like This video. So once he's seen the video, most people say, okay, I saw the video, you know, what's this going to cost me is commonly the question. And that's where you're going to want to talk to Jim or this potential customer about either the program that you're focusing your challenge group around, or, okay, if you're doing a multi-program type group, then you want to match that person with the best solution for them based on their fitness experience, their goals, you know, how active they currently are. Do they need something that's low impact and very easy to start with? Or are they already pretty fit where I can, you know, hit them with something a bit more intense? So if you're doing a multi-program group, it's all about matching them up with the solution that suits their needs. But if you're focusing on, say, one specific group like 21-day fix or the 3-day cleanse, which really seems to be the going gangbusters, and PIO, you know, like these are the hot ones right now because they're so universal. You know, anybody can do these programs and get phenomenal results, and there's options to take, you know, lower level fitness intensity when they're doing the program. But point being is you're now going to introduce to him this concept of the program plus Shakeology. And yes, you're going to talk about Shakeology, hit upon it the way I just did in the beginning of our meeting. You know, you're going to drink this Shakeology. It's a nutrition tool for $4.33 a day. But because you're trying to lose some weight here, you're going to replace one meal. Okay, and we can talk about what meal might be best for you based on when you work, when you have time to eat, when you don't have time to eat. We'll identify when you should be drinking your Shakeology. Okay, but first, let's get you enrolled with the fitness program. Now, before I have you do this, Jim, so I'm role playing again here, guys, because in step four is where you really want them to see and understand how committed you are to their success. So, you know, it's almost that takeaway to Jim where I'm going to say, look, I know this is going to get you the results that you want, but I need a commitment from you. Okay, everybody coming into this group is going to be held accountable through our private Facebook group. I want you to check in every day to the group. You're going to drink your Shakeology every day, but I'm going to lead and I'm going to motivate you every day. That's my job as your coach. So when you get this program, Jim, this challenge pack with the fitness program and the Shakeology, you're also getting me. I'm the one that's going to get you across the finish line. Okay, the program is going to tell you what to do each day, but I'm the one that's going to motivate you, and I'm the one that's going to hold you accountable. So are you committing to me? Because I'm committing to you. Say things like that. Are you committing to me? Because I'm committing to you. That's what I do as a coach. Let's make it happen together. That's where you've got them. Okay, sign me up. And then step 5, you go and you help them enroll. Make sure you either you enroll them by sending them the challenge pack link from your website. Okay, and if you don't know how to do that, if you don't know how to send the challenge pack link that gives you the credit, please talk to your upline coach, the one that signed you up, or your upline diamond, or me. If you can't get the help you need, nobody's showing you how to send your challenge pack link, reach out to me. I'll show you how. Okay, it makes it easy to make sure you get the credit. Because if you just say, yeah, go online and buy this challenge pack, they're going to end up having bought it from someone else, and you don't get the credit, and you got to call Beachbody, and you got to go through all this red tape to get them switched over to you. So help them enroll. And it breaks it down in step 5 of the invitation guide. You'll see that enrollment process broken down. So that's the broad overview, 5-step invitation process. But ask a lot of questions of people. That's where they're going to gain your trust. And they're going to say, yeah, I'm willing to invest in you because you're investing your time in me. That's what successful coaches do. We don't just sell products to people. Okay. With that, let me turn it over to, Bonnie, Shannon, who's going first? I don't know. I can't hear. Hold on. Here, let me unmute you guys. So Shannon's unmuted. Bonnie's unmuted. You there?
We usually do stuff together, you know.
Well,
yes, we do.
I'll tell you what. I'll keep you both unmuted. If you guys want to play off each other, however you want to play it. I mean, at some point, I can do a screen share if you want me to show the mega 21-day fix group that you guys have been doing.
I can do that too. I've got it up.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. Are you able to do a screen share, Shannon, if I give you control?
I think I can do it. Let me see if I can do it.
Maybe you'll have better luck.
Let me try. Yeah. Let's see. Yep, I can do it. Share screen. Do you see it?
Yeah. Okay,
yes.
cool.
All right. This is
it's funny. Does